the tutorial was enough to convince me to try a mission. We're not going to go through the tutorial. We're just going to hop in and have a look at this rather complex game. I'm going to tune this up. We can change that later. Unit selection off. Unit speech volume lower. And we're gonna start. I don't know what operations mode is. That's 2 missions in a row. No, we're not gonna do that. We play a single mission on standard difficulty, where we do a seek and destroy, a baseline sector sweep where we hunt bugs, find and kill all aliens and their nests. That's what we do. When the central gland of the nest is destroyed, it's considered dead. Yes, it's a cleaning game. It's xenomorph cleanup. Poetrix working. Yeah. Interior. Let's do an interior mission first. Sounds good. So, this is our setup, where we have our squad with their weapons, their morale currently, their health, and their armor points, front and back. The upper value is the front armor, and the other is the back armor. You've got lots of stats down here. Lucky for us, they are explained. It's a very complex game, so we will not go into many details, but I'll show you the general idea of the gameplay. The Viscera cleanup guy got promoted. He got to do entire sectors now. That's it. Deployment order is fine. We're gonna send the Spencer and Craig. We've got a melee guy, and she's got a cryo weapon. You can see their loadout here, so you can check what everybody's bringing to the mission, and they also got different skills. They're depicted down here. But this is it's a good squad setup. We can have that. It's the default one for showing, right? And you can see here you can randomize everything about the person. You can reset this and respec every soldier if you like, right? So Deborah Claudia. Cheryl Constance. Call sign Willis. She's gonna be our leading mercenary, and she's a melee specialist. You can also sell and sell loot you have from the previous mission, if I understand this correctly. You can move things to your stash that you don't want to bring, and so on and so forth. So that's mission preparation, right? You can then save your current squad and use it again. Use it again at another time. You can also create a new one if you like. These are the equipment pieces, the ammo and the weapons that you bring. And depending on how much how many squad points you have, you can buy new stuff. We're just gonna go and start. We'll start a new mission. Right, so this is the furthest we can zoom in. This is the furthest we can zoom out. In the top right corner, you see my camera blocking everything. A mini map. Yeah, I should be. You can toggle it on or off. And then you have your pause menu here. You can save the game. Bottom left, you have a battle log. You can turn that on and off, and you can also disable, enable, or mute specific messages in the log if you want. Right, and there's no turn order as such. On my turn, I can move whoever I want. Right, I can click on their portrait, or I can use tab to cycle through them. And you now see next to the mini-map is the first person view of that particular character. Right, that's Howl with a sniper directly behind Willis, who's standing in front of the door. This is not the feature that sold the game for me, but this is really cool. That is really, really cool. Right? So we're going to open the door. Just click on it. And then we see a corridor. On our overview here, we see that there is a xenomorph lurking. It's a crawler. It has about 90% of its health left. It's got armor in front and in the back. It's swift and it can open doors. This little symbol here indicates that it's tall enough so that you can't shoot over it. Hey Chris, welcome. Right? That's a corridor. This here, whoops, is a hydrazine barrel. It's volatile. If it loses all its integrity, it's gonna blow. And these are, I think, just crates. I'm not really sure. Maybe it's also a space we can't see. I think crates would be indicated. Right? So now you pick your squad. They can't move through one another, right? So they can block each other, or protect each other. That's also a way to look at it. And what's important? Yeah, you can plan your moves. And I'm not gonna go into close quarter combat. I'm gonna go around the corner here, and then you see you get the view of the character currently selected. For my taste, they are too wobbly here. They're looking around too much, but it coincides with their animation, which is cool, right? You can turn them around. That doesn't cost action points. The action points are depicted down here. It's the green bar. It's also the green number. Currently we've got Willis selected. He's got 27 points left, which is indicated here. You have defense, which you can do at the end of your turn, or at any point of your turn really. You need 10 action points to do that. Defense puts all your current action points into reserve and provides ranged overwatch or extra melee defense based on the current weapon. It can be freely cancelled, and then you get all the AP back. You need to have a morale of 20 and 10 action points to do it. Otherwise, you can't go into defense/defend overwatch. You can't do that. In ranged overwatch, the unit will automatically fire on targets, entering its overwatch area while they have enough reserve AP and ammo. Makes sense. The range of the overwatch can be adjusted. Against cloaked enemies or invisible enemies, stuff like that, you can't really shoot in Overwatch, but that's yeah. Melee defense is what it says on the label. So that's what you can do with the defense. You can unload the current ammo of your weapon. It will be dropped if it doesn't fit in your inventory, which is these slots here. You can reload or load other compatible. In case of the katana, that doesn't make any sense, right? If you press space, you see around your character the possible attack. Light orange means you can reach it, but there's no target. Yellow means you would have to... well, you can't really. You can't really hack away at the wall. I think you can actually hack at the door, but that doesn't make any sense. Pressing space again disables the attack. And then you see here on our character, they've got one extra bar compared to the enemies, right? The enemies got 2 bars. The top one is armor. To the left is front. To the back, to the right is rear armor. Same for us. So we have armor in front because we're using a riot shield. That's definitely going forward. And the third bar we have on our characters is the morale, which is also indicated over here. up here you see your current mission, which is kill all the nests. You can also click on mission information, then you see a summary of that. 41 aliens. Operation Relentless Slaughter, seek and destroy, no special conditions, no secondaries. We've got 25 turns to do that. And we are surrounded by xenomorphs. Right? And the thing is, I wasn't sure when I picked this up, but the thing is, this does what I wanted from Space Hulk games on the PC. Take the board game baseline and put it into the medium in a great way. And I think maybe this is a tiny bit too complex for some people, but for fans of the genre, this might just be a very good entry. It's an independent game, so there are some downsides in terms of graphics and maybe in terms of balancing as well. I'm not sure how big the team is working on this, but it looks very promising, right? And now I'm going to try to not die while trying to kill all the xenomorphs. See, for each character, let's take cryo weapon specialist Spencer, and she's got the cryo blaster here. It's got 3 different fire modes: deep chill, which is a single target, 2 to 10 range, frost attack. That does 20 to 80 damage, right? It has a bit of armor penetration, actually. Crit chance, crit damage multiplier. So you see there are quite some stats here. Above the fire modes, you see the action point cost. It's also in green, so that's very straightforward. If it's green, it's action point costs. Mostly. No, exclusively. I think the game's very, very neat in that way. The ammo cost is here, right? And a range of 10 is pretty good, but we can't shoot past the barrel. We can't even see the enemy, right? So if I go into shooting mode now, I see that I can shoot this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is the max range for this weapon. Yellow means there's an obstruction of some sort. Something this game has, which I thought was very, very interesting, is the fact that you can turn friendly fire on. They call it safety off. That way, you can do things that would hurt your teammates, which is otherwise avoided mostly. Right? Like shooting a barrel that's next to a friendly. You can enable and disable that. So you might want to sacrifice a teammate in order to win the mission. That's pretty cool. Right, so if we want to not stay next to the volatile barrel and not block our teammates, we would need to at least move here. Or we can stay behind. Let's move over here. Now the enemy is in range, right? That's a cool thing, by the way. You can enable the targeting and then you can move your character and see what's what. Now we have, if we hover over the enemy, we see that it costs 8. And there's a pretty good chance that we hit it. What I haven't understood yet is ground lock and the little shields that you can see there. I haven't understood that yet. Freeze ray. Right, now we check the log. The crawler was hit for 26 damage. It lost 2 frontal to rear armor rating. And it was an attack by Spencer at the crawler at 330. So for, I think for multiplayer, that would work. Let's try again. Fire. Yeah, you also see it here. You see the frost effect here. Now, they received tranquilize. That's pretty cool. I would love to look that up now, but I can't remember if there was a help available in the mission. Anyway, I'm gonna put Spencer in Overwatch now.
Holding position.
That's Willis.
Holding position.
That's the Overwatch range and area. Right? If we turn around, that changes to this area. So Spencer is gonna do Overwatch into this bit. And Jenkins with the shotgun is moving in. Range 4 is not much, but if we go here, we are able to hit. If I move one forward, we've got a 74% chance. Shattered. Right. The crawler has been shattered. It was frozen, so there was a chance that it just goes poof. Now, it looks like we have this corridor cleaned up. That means we can turn Jenkins around. Don't need to reload. He's got 7 out of 8 in the mag, if I read this correctly. Before we need to reload. So these barrels are a bit of a problem. These doors are locked. And I'm still looking for the button that cancels movement. I keep forgetting. Right, you can change this. Tactical view scrolling with WASD, yes or no. You can push and pull objects like barrels and such, and you can jump over things and people if they are half height, which is this indicator here. Then you can jump over it. It also counts as cover, but only partial cover, so. It's probably not here. Yeah, as you can see here, the interface can be scaled like this. Then you would see a bit more on your end. There's a custom scaling that you can do. And the head camera can be adjusted as well. Position and scale. So we can go into zoom in or zoom out. Oh, no, it's not zoom, it's the size. Right, you can make it the same size as the mini-map. Current attack mode, high definition camera. Integrity for structures. And so on and so forth. The options are really good for a game of this time. So, Jenkins. The pressurized barrel and the hydrazine barrel. This is definitely dangerous. How do we unlock the door? I'm going to check the skills here. We've got electrotechnics. Can hack non-wired adjacent systems without any device or gadget. Can hack hardwired systems, okay. Field expertise. Biochemistry, heavy arms, marksmanship. So I guess this is what we need. To unlock a door. And that's Kavanaugh who got the skills. I'm not sure if he can hack the door, but we're gonna try. Yes, 100% chance. Okay. How many action points does Jenkins have left? 12. Not true. 27. Okay, we're gonna put Jenkins next to the door. And anything that pops up, as soon as Kavanaugh opens it, will get a shot. Maybe we need backup for that. We have 2 snipers here. I'm gonna put Howell here. And they cover their back. And Jenkins gonna hack. Open. And we see what we see. We see nothing. It's an empty corridor. Alright. I'm gonna put Jenkins into Overwatch. Not Jenkins. No. Oh, I went under 10 action points. Crap.
Roger that.
The goggles. Alright, that's Jenkins's turn. I'm actually going to put Kavanaugh here. Shoulder to shoulder. And Willis is going to
Roger that.
have a look. Looks calm and empty. Right, Spencer is in Overwatch and Howell is gonna do Overwatch from here.
Position.
And that means we can put Davidson here,
Understood.
covering the other corridor.
Holding position.
And that's our turn. So some of the aliens can open doors. Most of them actually. Oh, we got movement. The hell is that? It's fast. We got bleeding. Something is trying to get through the door. Holy shit. Okay. Now it's our turn again. We are bleeding. It slowly heals over time. It's not a strong bleeding effect, so I guess we're fine. Bit of poison happened here, I think. But we might have resisted that. Let's see. Willis was hit for 5 damage. Yeah, 2 poison, 3 bleeding. Poison buildup. Deals direct damage to health equal to its value at the beginning of every turn. Can only be reduced by poison resistance. Unlike the others, poison builds up does not decay over time unless treated. Okay, so we got 0% resistance and 25% protection. Right. This is for stopping the bleeding. This is for decrease poison by 15. So we don't really need to use it now. The detrimental effect comes later. Okay, so we've got some time before we really need to treat that poison. And we know that something huge is coming through this. Something was doing a lot of damage here. So I'm gonna put Spencer here. And then we're gonna pull the barrel here. So if something breaks through the door, it either destroys the barrel and gets damaged, or we can shoot the barrel from range and then damage whatever comes through the door. This is the service tunnel hatch we could close, theoretically. I'm gonna let you ponder what you would do, because I need to go for a very short break. I'll be right back. The music caught you off guard. That's the plan. Sorry about that. Quick break was necessary. Where were we? All right, we're not dead yet. So, as you can see, this is a bit of an XCOM style game. If you want to look at it like that, a squad tactics game with a lot of potential because it comes with different settings, a lot of freedom in terms of squad creation, and a pretty cool visual gimmick that I enjoy a lot. And I find the complexity rather motivating. It's on the harder, more challenging side of things. Well, a xenomorph was just snatching them up. The user interface is super confusing at first, but after a few minutes with it, it is very neatly designed. It's consistent, it's readable. The color coding works, but if you can't really see the colors properly, I'm not sure if they have like an alternative thing for it, but the numbers are in logical positions, and you can you know, you can see there's a number above pinpoint strike. That's 12. That's the AP cost. You have the AP cost depicted here and here, and at a glance you can see your armor, your action points, your current health and morale, and your debuffs if you have any, and your equipped weapon. The only thing that I find a bit hard is to see who's currently selected. They are highlighted, but they nearly look like the others. So I would actually enjoy a visual helper. I mean, there's the name, right? The name helps. And there's these brackets, but it's still... we could have something else here. I'm not sure. Not sure what. Like maybe a symbol next to the name or something. Something small. And I'm a big fan of mouse over tooltips that give you help as if you need it. But there's lots of mouse over information here for everything, and it's a game that you need to learn. I'm pretty sure about that. But that's a good thing, right? So let's do another turn and see how this evolves. There was a kind of worm running at us over here, and then it was running away again. Super annoying. So let's see. We need to move here. Ah, there it is. A worm pig. It's a ranged poison spit attacker. It's currently cautious, and there's a volatile barrel behind it, so we could try to shoot it. It could be that it's spitting back at us, but we can also see that it has no armor in it in its rear compartment, which I think is what we're looking at. Its butt. So I'm gonna step forward so that Willis can theoretically move past me and slash it. But first Davidson is gonna get a shot. Pinpoint strike. Can have 2 targets. Accuracy 27. Impact 103 here. Pinpoint strike is good. We're gonna try to knock it with that. Alright, why can't we shoot it? Oh, it's a star pattern. That means diagonal. Yeah. So for the pinpoint strike we would... need to be here. Is that how I have to read it? No. Okay, so we're going to shoot it from here. Nice. That's half its health. And that's a kill shot. That means we can open the door. That's the storage room. I'm gonna guard this way, and just in case something comes through
Holding position.
the wall, which is entirely possible. And we're gonna send Willis in.
Roger that.
Check out the crates.
Searching.
A rubber duck. Recovers 10 morale at the start of each turn. Yeah, it's awesome. It's good. I haven't played much now in the stream, but I've played the tutorial before the stream to see if it's... At first glance, I thought the UI was a mess and the game was a bit over-designed, which might still be true, but I think the UI is actually very well designed, very functional, and the game is not on the easy part of things, but I think it's worth it to check it out. My initial thought after the tutorial was this game is doing what I kind of wanted from a Space Hulk on PC. Like, take the board game feel, but put it in the medium and use it. And instead of rolling dice, we have an action point system, lots of positioning, back-to-back, corridor by corridor fighting. This is the gimmick that like I said earlier. This is not what it sold. This is not what sells the game, but it's a really cool gimmick. Yeah. Right, so we have high explosive ammo, a rubber duck.
I can't do that.
Oh, I have no room for the rubber duck because this is for ammo and explosives. All right. We can take these and a shotty. Ooh. I don't have room for that either.
Can't do that.
It's worth 4,000 squad points, a shotgun. Not a cheap thing. Alright. So, I'm going to send Willis back.
Yes, sir.
Davidson is covering the corridor. And Jenkins could pick up the secondary shotgun. I guess Kavanaugh. Let's send Kavanaugh to get the shotgun. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to
Searching.
loot the rubber duck and the shotgun. Right, so now we have the shotgun here in the second slot. And we just carry it home, I think.
Searching.
And then we loot the other box with way more ammo than we can carry. 7.6 mil standard. 350 bullets. Nice. We've got one more inventory slot. Push that crate and then we can loot this here.
Searching.
Another rubber duck. Wasn't there another item? Ah, anyway. Kavanaugh can do that on his way back. And Willis has to wait until we know what's going on. Okay. So, Spencer with the cryo beam is going to move up here.
Yes, sir.
And close that hatch. And seal it. So we don't have xenomorphs coming from here. But that's it with the action points. We couldn't even run backward. So I think they can stay there. Right, so Jenkins is gonna move. We will just hope that this door will hold and this wall, right?
Copy that.
I'm gonna move Jenkins up here. And Howl is gonna provide cover.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see. Oh, what's that? A skitter. Yeah, ugly thing. It's acidic, poisonous, life-stealing melee attack, may spawn swarmers. It's resistant to the cryo beam, and there are small shelves here. We've got a scorpion here. Life-stealing, explodes on death, immune to fire. And a demolisher, leaves a bio-acid pool on death and is immune to acid. Explode on death, huh? Probably a fiery explosion if I see this correctly. There's a data bank. We kind of want to try to get into that. Okay. So let's see. Jenkins. Double barrel shot. Has a much higher impact. Costs 10 action points. We can do a double barrel on the skitter and then go into Overwatch. Or wait, what happens? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so... the crate's gone. And we wait. Let's see, Howl has... Now the pinpoint strike, I could try to go for...
Enemy down. Engaging enemy.
Right, that was 2 kill shots. The swarmer spawned a swarmer, obviously. And we can check in the log. I wish this was bigger. Like larger text, but it is what it is. Howl attacked the skitter with a sniper pinpoint. Was a crit for 141 damage. The scorpion was also a crit. Exploded. It didn't kill the databank, but it seems like it's on fire. Databank is burning. The little worm was killed as well and left an acid pool, which is radioactive and hazardous, as we see on mouse over here. It's not the case for the swarmer. They don't leave behind a mess like that. Now, Spencer...
I can't do that.
...is out of action points. True. Howl's got another few, but I kind of want to have Jenkins cover the door
Holding position.
in Overwatch. It's probably, yeah, it's probably dangerous to stand here if he shoots at the door, but let's see. I'm gonna go for a precision shot.
Fire.
And then I'm gonna clear the area and move
Understood.
behind Jenkins. Oh, there's another swarmer. And we're missing... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. And we're missing exactly 1 point. How much for the grenade? Ah, 10.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Jenkins doesn't have a grenade. Yeah, we're out of action points anyway. I think it makes sense. Jenkins has 10. 14 even. I could move up here and shoot. And I would have to move in closer. Right. That would take out the swarmer, but not the scorpion. But a dead alien. Oh, there's another hatch. Shit. I should have come with more than 2 people in action points before I opened the door. That's alright. Davidson is on Overwatch. I could try to send Davidson around, but they're never going to reach them in time.
I can't do that.
I could try to make an opening here with the barrel. I have not tried that yet. Again? Or are we out?
I'm on it.
Out of points. Okay, fair enough. I was trying to blow up the barrel and then create an opening on that side. That was worth a try. Okay, let's end the turn. Now the aliens. Yeah, whatever's going on here is trying to go through the door. And whatever's going down there... Ah, bleeding. Off damage. But it's a frontal attack, so we are armored. Something's coming through that door. Oh, they opened the door. Shit! Shit! And that's an attack in the back. That's not the biggest problem. We can take that. This looks dangerous, though. It can't go through, so it's trying the other door. Oh, I don't want to know what that is down there. Something is in there trying to get through the wall, right? And you can see that the walls are damaged, the door is bent, and it creates this intense atmosphere that I think would have been really awesome as the Warhammer 40k Space Hulk. Breach the ship, go in, kill the Xenos, and bug out. But there's no game that did it like this. Not as well. Right? And here we have these very many different aliens. So this is the one that can open doors, right? It was lucky for me that it was not a super dangerous one and that the others couldn't get through. The big one that was here couldn't get past the worm pig. Because my back is armored, but not that well. And now I need to survive this somehow. I'm gonna get the freezing vapor. Ah, I kind of hoped I could aim here. Because the freezing vapor is covering an area. Now I wanted to freeze these two, but that's not working. I could try it like this. I could shoot at the door. Let's do it. Right. Tranquilization is building up. The worm pig is frozen. The crawler is not frozen. Yeah, okay. The crawler is not frozen. That's alright. Piggy is frozen though. You see the difference in the user interface here. That's frozen, that's chilled. Like I said, it's a bit confusing at first, but it's a very neat thing. Angel, enjoy the lurk. Sorry, I was I was distracted. Now, a bit of damage will kill the worm pig, but it's kind of also okay that it's just stopped for now. Let's see, Willis. Willis could move in.
Affirmative.
And get the nasty in the butt here.
Engaging enemy.
And now we're gonna go for
Holding position.
defense in the direction of the worm, the frozen one, in front of us, and the crawler has a critical injury. That's this symbol here. It should bleed out, but I'm not 100% sure that it will bleed out. In one turn. Now, I could cryo shoot it again.
Down.
And it's done for. Okay, that's good. The thing is, that big whatever it is going to come either through the door or past... Oh, well, I can't get past the worm pig. I'm not sure how quickly this will thaw. Let's see. Kavanaugh. Master Chief Petty Officer Sergio Roland Kavanaugh, by the way, is gonna pick up the extra armor. Davidson is gonna do the thing with the barrel. Okay, that was not enough damage to damage the wall. Fine. We tried it. So we could set Davidson up over here. It could still be that something's going to come through the wall, right?
Holding position.
So that's Overwatch for Davidson. And Kavanaugh
Understood.
has still 17 action points left. And it's going to do the same. So they got this. If whatever the hell this is comes through there, we got it covered. Up here, this will explode. So I think Jenkins has to move up there. Close the hatch. See, Jenkins has 49.
Roger that.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. Close the hatch. Not that we get another crawler into our faces here. And then go into Overwatch. And Howell has to kill this and move there somehow. Let's see, how many action points has Howell has got enough. So a frontal shot, can I sneak past it and shoot it in the butt? I can. Maybe set up over there.
Affirmative.
Yeah, it's not much to see here, right?
Let's go. Fire.
And we've still got 2 bullets in the mag, so we don't need to reload. Reload costs 6. I can do reload and then go into Overwatch. But I think I might lose 2 ammo. Let's see. I'm gonna reload. If it puts the magazine away, we'll land at 62, right? But we land at 66. Okay. Okay. Not 62. That was not correctly calculated. So we lost the 2 bullets in the mag. That's what happened. Okay, now we know how that works. Now we go into Overwatch defense. So we will shoot whatever comes through the door. And then it's only Spencer left with action points. And I think
Holding position.
yeah, this way Spencer can cover the Willis's back and the door. I'm not sure if I want Willis there. With with the shield and the sword in front of the frozen bug. And the big ass other bug that's in the back here. We'll leave it like this and see what happens. Last turn. Now we just see what the alien does and then we stop. We're trying to get through the walls. Oh. Okay, they unfroze and open up the way for something else. Willis didn't get much trouble. Oh, there's the big one. They missed. They hit for 6. They hit for 47. Jesus! H Christ. 47 damage? I need to see that. Willis was critically hit for not 59. Oh boy. That's what I said, right? I don't want Willis there. It was the right idea. So this is Gixwanga Zigron, the Shadow Envoy. A Reaper with powerful life-stealing shadow area attack. And a Demolisher. Strong life-stealing. They got a lot of life-stealing. Can open doors, can't be tranquilized. A Reaper. And that's the game. I think it's really good. I'm gonna jump, one more thing. I'm gonna jump into the, I'm gonna save actually. I might just play that at some point. Depending on how long the demo is gonna be on for. I'm gonna go to the main menu. And operations are an option in this game, which are multi-mission. Me too. Multi-mission things. Oh yeah, I could give this more time for sure. So, for example, we do escape the mines. You must get out of the mines alive. You can pick your difficulty. You can do this in multiplayer. I think, of all the things. Session time. Hardcore is Iron Man. This only saves after a mission. So for a multi-mission operation, I would pick not a drill. Right? So if you fail the mission, it's over. But if you win the mission, you've got a chance to try the second one. But of course, Iron Man is a way to go for this game. And you can also go for free manual saving if you want to stop in the middle. For real life reasons, you can just save and then continue without abusing it. You don't need to abuse the system, right? So that's what it offers as well. Next to single missions, where you can set up whatever you want. It's a bit limited in the demo, of course, but yeah, parallel turns, yes or no. And yeah, I don't know how far this is in the. It's an alpha, right? It's an alpha stage, but it is so very promising that I might just hang out on their Discord and see how things go there. This does need a campaign, by the way. Multi-mission operations are really cool. Single missions are really cool. They are randomized. You can pick your type. Later on you have Spaceship Space Station. This was just an interior base on a planet. Surface installation, deep mining facility. They are currently available in the demo. Right? It has all the options you want for a game like this. And yeah, just... that's a big fat thumbs up for me.